Okay, it's the second week in April, and it is amazing difference in the spring garden here. So these are the peas that I think last week were barely showing. Now the biggest ones are about 2 to 3 inches tall, and there are a ton of them, and it's truly amazing. It's even though I come out here every couple days, still I'm amazed. And I know that when I shoot the videos, it's usually weekly, and I always forget, like, where were we at last week? But it's hard for me to keep track of what they look like 2 days ago, much less 7 or 8. So those have popped up very nicely. It's very fantastic. I put 4 tomatoes in there. I just bought some Romas, a little 4-pack for $1.69, and figured I'll just give them a try. And just try and protect them from the frost, but I figured if I can plant them several weeks ahead of when I normally would, then I can get some extra tomatoes out of it. So I figure it's a cheap experiment, so we'll try it and see how it goes. But anyway, so the peas are fantastic. And then over here in the spring garden, we have seedlings everywhere. So to review, this right side here was planted March 30th or 20th, first day of spring. And then this plant, so this is 3 weeks ago, this is 2 weeks ago. Sorry, 3 weeks ago on the right, and 1 week ago on the left. And we have little seedlings down here, bigger ones there that you could probably see. And then there's a little onion, it looks like. Tiny little things that probably not showing up that well on the video, but and our spinach transplants are doing okay. Onions, kale, a little bit of everything has popped up. The peas over here, those are easy to see. So once again, they've been in the ground a little over 3 weeks, and finally starting to come up because the weather's warming up. What's crazy, and what shows you that the weather is the dominant thing here. So there's 2 weeks difference here, but over here, so I didn't see any activity at all for 2 weeks here, and not this type of activity until 3. But over here, this has been 1 week, and now there's some sprouts. I don't know if you can see that right there, but there's a few little green sprouts there. So it's just amazing. Everything just comes quicker, much quicker when it's warmer. And so you can see I put this little contraption over the top here. I just took some of the PVC that I had laying around and bent it over there. It's definitely not permanent or stable in any way, but I'm going to experiment with some stuff and try to just throw a piece of plastic over something, make a little mini greenhouse to kind of help keep it warmer in there. That'll help everything to grow faster and better. And it's very cool out in the mornings and the evenings, so hopefully it'll help everything to grow a little faster. But anyway, that is the garden this week. Oh, that's the garden except for the asparagus. The asparagus is huge and massive, and it is I can't even tell you how huge this is and how different it is. It is, I mean, they've got these huge stalks, and they're starting to open up. Last week I took a picture that they were all like, it seems to be that they've grown 6 to 8 inches in the week. It is just amazing. And those several now are starting to open up their arms, and it's just fantastic what's going on there. So anywho, that is the asparagus, the last member of the garden. Don't want to forget it because it is wonderful, fantastic. Now that's the end, I promise.